Gang.
Administrator Pro.
Bobby Ross.
Hey, you're on JV TV Anime. Today, it's another One Piece holiday. We got a manga that came out. And how long was the break? We was on break for like, what, 3 weeks? A week?
2 or 3.
No, it for sure wasn't a week. But it was too long. I know that much. We finally got some good shit. So today we're gonna be talking about 1104. But we're gonna have a special guest, my guy, Anime Goo. So we're gonna add him to the chat right now on IG. Get his thoughts. Yo, what's up, IG? About to get into this chapter of 1104. Crazy shit going on this fucking week. I'm tripping. There we go.
When you went to Jordan, when did you read the chapter? Like how long?
It's a great question.
Or you just read it today?
What's up, my guy Desmond? Zero dead. That wasn't in my bingo card for January. I'm not gonna listen to that. What were you saying?
I want to say like 3 days ago.
3 days ago? Okay. Do you need a refresher of things that occurred before we jump in? Because I ain't gonna lie, a lot went down.
Some shit happened, bro.
Nah, I got memory of steel.
So what was your favorite part about the chapter?
Shit, probably my nigga Kuma hugging his daughter, bro.
You was sentimental ass.
No, that shit was sad as fuck.
That was sad as shit though.
No, yeah, because it's been a long ass time since they wanted to do that. I'm not gonna lie. Damn, my favorite part of it.
I ain't gonna lie, mine was when that nigga punched him, bro. Had
to start it off.
Yes. Because, bro, like, Oda made this nigga Saturn the worst feeling ever that fast. Like, I hate this nigga.
No, yeah.
So when Kuma did that shit, man, I ain't gonna lie, that shit came off my chest a little bit.
It really reminded me of that Celestial Dragon moment. And,
exactly.
Yeah, it was like one of them. It was like a statement punch. Like, you had this shit coming for a long ass time, nigga.
Yeah, and he used the armor.
Yeah, and you know that bitch hurt because that nigga flew for a minute. It was like, damn, okay, cool, man. Fucking tyrant, nigga.
He rejuvenated this nigga.
Yeah, so I don't really just understand Saturn's
I read about
powers yet.
Cause Oda do that shit. He pulled that shit from like Japanese mythologies and stuff like that. And I read up on it, and it's like, I think he's supposed to be like mimicking like some type of demon of death and like disease. Some shit like that, spread disease or some shit. He's supposed to have some type of like, rejuvenating.
So he actually is based off of
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know the folk that you're talking about. He's based off some Hey, there my guy go.
Somebody looked this shit.
Shit, this is the perfect thing to tell you about it right now. Yes, sir. Yo, what's good?
Yo, what's good, my guy?
Shit, I got the whole crew here today. We're talking about some One Piece 1104. Wanted to get your perspective.
What's up?
Yo,
How you doing?
Yeah, let me introduce you to my guys.
Chilling, bro. What's the deal? What's up? All right, man. Bobby.
So boom. This thing that got linked in with the last DreamCon.
What's up, man? It's Trey, man.
So I walked up on this nigga at DreamCon, and it was like probably like 7 niggas surrounding him in the table. It was all talking One Piece. So I catch the shit in my ear. So I'm like, shit, I'm gonna just post up and see what they talking about. I walk over there. I end up staying for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Dead ass just talking One Piece with these niggas. Yeah. Come to find out, this nigga didn't know the niggas either. Niggas just having like DreamCon was just like that. It was a fun ass time.
That's a fact.
What was you talking about before you got on there?
We was talking about so boom. My guy Trader Pro wanted to know who was the reference of Saturn in Japanese
in the Japanese like folklore, like
his
like the
his fruit. What was the
where they to
reference?
pull that
It's
inspiration.
it's the Ushioni. It's like a bull demon, like a bull
Yeah.
mixed with like a spider, a bull mixed with like a spider.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most we got so far. That's the most we got so far on it. But yeah, he's a bull demon. He's like some Zoro actually referenced him before. Ennie's Lobby. On our way to Ennie's Lobby when he fought T-Bone on the train, the C train. The technique that he used was actually what this guy is. Like some type of yokai demon thingy. If that make any sense.
No, yeah, you be knowing the sauce on all the background folklore, so I always look to you for that.
I didn't know the name.
I felt that.
But I knew it was like a bull. Like he had some spider legs and shit.
Yeah, that nigga fruit strong as fuck. But we was all just going around talking about our favorite parts of the chapter just to start it off. What was your favorite part?
My favorite part of the chapter?
Just panel in general.
1104. That's Kuma connecting the punch, right?
Yeah.
Facts.
I guess by default it had to be Kuma connecting the punch. Yeah. That's the smart answer to give.
Can't go wrong with that shit at all.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, like we were saying earlier, I feel like that punch was just something he had that shit coming for a while. So we knew when it finally happened. Like it's honestly, as soon as we found out Kuma was like moving and he was mobile heading towards where Bonnie was, I felt like we all know he was going to scrap as soon as he got there. So it was like, damn, okay, and Saturn's here too. Yeah. So the backstory and the flashback really just gave it more emotional pull when we all got the info.
That's a fact.
Yo, what's good, guys? What's good?
Yeah, shout out to everybody tuning in, man.
Everybody appreciate y'all, man.
Stuff. But honestly, what I really wanted to talk about, because I had to read the chapter over again to get like the full cohesiveness of what really happened. I remember that Vegapunk said he didn't make a self-destruct like bomb in Kuma. He just put something in him that would turn him to a vegetative state. But when I read it the second time, I seen that nigga Saturn say, I triggered the self-destruct button. I remember I hit it as soon as the Revolutionary Army had like picked him up. As soon as Kuma was in their possession, that's when I triggered it. And I was like, damn, if that whole would have went off like at their headquarters and their home base, that would have set them back like, because you're not even seeing that shit coming. You welcome Kuma, open arms. That's your nigga.
But that was his plan. That's crazy. That's really when you think about it, that's
shit.
A smart demonic. Like that's what
you're supposed to do. Yeah, that's what he's
Trojan horse.
supposed to do.
Yeah.
Ooh, but it didn't work.
Vegapunk not doing no cool shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vegapunk not doing that. Remember, I've been preaching. Vegapunk been tampering with the system. I've been preaching this for a while now. Everything that Vegapunk keeps saying, everything that we know is what is not going to be what it's going to be, like what it's made out to be. He put a bomb in them so he could make sure he dispatched the revolutionaries. Dragon and Vegapunk have this unspoken bond thing that I ain't going to say unspoken because it's been spoken on as soon as we got to Egghead. We saw Shaka talking to Dragon. Yeah. But even from Kuma's flashbacks, we see that it's not just Vegapunk obviously has a heart. A lot of people were on this whole Vegapunk might be evil thing. I mean, there's evil parts to him, but I don't think this is it. I think
He's curious.
He get paid to do certain things for certain people.
He be thinking about it. I think
right.
What's up?
I think that nigga thirst for just like knowledge and invention is so strong. He puts ethics to the side of it just for the sake of science sometimes. Yeah. So I don't know if he evil just yet, but he be teetering the line.
I don't think he's evil at all. I mean, everybody got a little bit of evil in him. His two evil sides, technically, went to York and went to Lilith, but Lilith hasn't really done anything, quote unquote, full on evil of volition. So I had to give it to York for real. But he like he told Bonnie, he's just a scientist for hire. Same thing that Saturn called, just a scientist for hire. Still blue. But besides that, like, I don't think Vegapunk's evil. Like, this more than this chapter kind of showed us, like, there's nothing really evil about him. Of course, there's gonna be, like you said, there's gonna be things that scientifically don't line up because he's about science. But besides that, no, I don't think he's evil at all, man. I think he just got a little bad ways to him, but he's not evil. Saturn's evil.
For sure. Do you think that Vegapunk is ever gonna get around to telling us what's wrong with Momo's fruit?
Ain't nothing wrong with Momo's fruit.
You sure about that?
Yeah, the only thing that was wrong with the fruit was the color. That's what Vegapunk told us.
That was the only thing.
That's the only thing with his fruit. That's why I think Kaido dead. I don't think that fruit just about to come back unnecessarily, and it's unnecessary for him to come back if someone already has his fruit. You get what I'm saying? So they fruit, which can come back. Not trying to go into my whole little side theory, but you already know where my thoughts lie on what happens to his actual devil fruit. But Momono's devil fruit is the only thing that's wrong with it, quote unquote. Vegapunk said he doesn't know if that devil fruit or if the fruits that have green blood, he doesn't know if they can awaken. But that they might awaken, they might not. I just don't know if it's gonna happen. So it's gonna have to. That's up to the user if they're gonna mesh well with the ability and to cause an awakening. And Momonosuke revered as a deity of Wano now. So yeah, I think they don't think nothing wrong with his fruit, man.
The citizens calling him that.
Yeah, what's it called? Remember when the chapter when they were telling Vegapunk about Momonosuke's devil fruit? They had mentioned, it was like, yo, well, what was wrong with the devil fruit? And he was like, pink. And then that's when he was, Vegapunk asked what color was the dragon. They said pink. And he was like super mad and all like sad about it because, it wasn't the color that Kaido was.
Oh, and that's why he was mad about the color.
Okay. Yeah, and then what's it called? Then Nami or somebody, one of them were basically stating how the devil fruit, it's a complete replica and Momonosuke is pretty much worshipped as a deity in Wano now. That's pretty much what they're saying.
Oh, okay, shit. All right. I'm glad to hear that because when he got all pissed off.
That's leeway for Yamato because she's supposed to be the deity of Wano. But if Momonosuke is revered as the deity of Wano, why do we need another deity of Wano? Yamato for straw hat. It's coming.
I see that one for sure. The Vivi one, I think that could happen with Tom. I ain't gonna lie, you might be 3 for 3 on your theory because I feel like this Bonnie one gonna be the first one to hit.
Hey man, let's just wait and see. Don't hype me up just yet, man. Shout out to Blue. Facts.
The theory is gonna be 3 more members to join the crew, and they all gonna be girls, and it's gonna be Yamato, Vivi, and Bonnie. And personally, to me, I feel like after this arc, Kuma's gonna be dead or unalive. Personally, I don't want that, but I feel like that's just the way the story gonna go. And I feel like if that were to happen, Bonnie would for sure join Joy Boy. Exactly. So I feel like that's the easiest one to hit.
Quick question, right? Speaking of Kuma, what's about to happen to him possibly. What do you think Vegapunk was talking about when he says the Buccaneers like hidden ability or whatever the case may be?
Oh, love. He was like whenever I guess whenever they feel strongly they love something, like they can it's beyond their physical lifespan. Like
No, that would make sense because Vegapunk did say when Saturn had questioned him, he was like, you could blame me, or you could just
they talked about it like it was a myth.
You could chalk it up to a love story or the power of love or something like that. So
yeah, when he said something about the Buccaneers, he didn't just chop it up to love. They left it inconclusive where it was like
the first. I know what you're talking about. I was talking in this last chapter.
No, it could have something. I don't think it's love essentially. I do think it has something to do with love, aka like strong will. Right. Like something with Buccaneers will specifically that ties in. Like, okay, watch this. I do think the giant, the little iron giant thing, or big iron giant thing that seems to be reacting to like the drums of liberation and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. That's Egghead right now. As of right now, I'm gonna say whoever I do think that that robot had like a soul in it or whatever case may be, or some type of will of its own, I think it might have something to do with the Buccaneers. So I'm just gonna throw that out there for right now. I don't know what it means as of yet, but I do think it has something to do with the Buccaneers because they seem kind of uncanny.
Okay.
But
Okay. Wasn't didn't they also say that robot was running off a different type of fuel that's not around no more?
yeah, and then when they heard Luffy's he started activating and all that, but we haven't gotten any more mention of it as of yet. So I'm waiting to see what happens next.
Okay. So boom, at the end of that scene, after he mollywopped the fuck out of Saturn, that nigga Kuma was just like damn near in a vegetative state right there. He like wasn't able to move again. He wasn't able to speak. All he could do was just embrace his daughter. What do you think happened at that moment? Is that when like Vegapunk's trigger took full effect, or is it something else?
No, I think it was the will. Like it just had the will to either protect Bonnie, see Bonnie, or whatever the case may be, and they got to see Bonnie and protect Bonnie. So now it might be like it might feel like it accomplished its job. So now the will's kind of like, okay, I've done what I need to do. Like how somebody has a strong before they actually pass out. Like Vegeta, before he passed out in the fight, he makes sure he gives power to Goku. Don't pass out unless he gives power to Goku. Like that has to happen. If that don't happen, then ain't Mr. Prince of all Saiyans.
So right now you saying that Kuma's done for the chapter and he's already dead.
I'm not gonna say he's dead because the way they carried away his body. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. The way it's looking, it's too much. There's too much going around for me. As a Star Wars in fantasy, there's too many different Kuma clones running around. For me to just feel like, oh, Kuma's one done gone, ain't no type of revival or ain't no way for him to come back. And the way Vegapunk's treating his body, granted, I do think we should have respect for the dead, and Vegapunk could simply just be doing that by telling him to secure the body. But he's the scientist that he is. I wouldn't be surprised if he had some type of means of trying to. He probably want to study Kuma right now. Like, why is he still around? Why is he still moving? Why is he still active? Like that made the fleet admiral question it. Like, dang, what is going on? Someone with no will, no soul, nothing left to lose, and he's making moves like this. So I want to say Kuma, due to science, there might be some way to revive him. But it's poetic that he kind of need to go. The way they gave him his exit, it would be better off with him just going. But at the same time, like I said, it's One Piece. I don't know if the plot armament hockey is working right now for Kuma, so he might get saved. I don't know, but hey, that's weird though.
Yeah. I think I would prefer for him to. I feel like that would be like the perfect
exit
to his character. Yeah,
because you don't
to his daughter.
Do it. It's like bad writing, and I don't want you fairy tailing. If he dead, leave him dead.
What about you? Would you want to see him? Because honestly, it's still a lot of boxing that gotta happen. Would you just want to see him fight some more? But we never really just seen Kuma just go all out.
I've seen enough.
You've seen enough.
Because we seen him way back in Thriller Part 2. Man.
I don't think they done with this character, to be honest.
You think they keep it going?
I think they keep it going. I think they do because he like they said they got so many clones of him already.
Yeah.
And then with Vegapunk, like he brought up the point with Vegapunk, he want to know like, okay, so they gonna figure out a way that at least he gonna take his body. I think.
Yeah, they already took it to. They said like Lab HQ or something like that. So.
Yeah, they ain't take it there yet. Y'all on spoilers or no?
No, I seen some on Twitter, but I scrolled past them because I was like, I don't know when the next chapter dropping.
I'll keep my mouth shut then.
Well, you already got the next chapter.
We got the summary and some of the raw panels, and the whole thing didn't come out yet. It was supposed to come out today, but something happened in TCB. It ended up crashing, so I'm guessing that's why it didn't come out yet.
So it's probably gonna come out. Tomorrow.
I think tomorrow.
Yeah. I got a question. What do we think about this admiral dilemma? This whole conflicted bullshit Oda keep putting the admirals through. What's going on with that? How we feeling about that?
I think it's spot on.
With all this being said right now, I'll just say this. There's one panel out from this 1105 chapter. Kizaru's fine. So all the Admiral fans that been coping talking about, oh, he didn't really get one tap, they was right. He didn't really get one tap. He used that one tap as an excuse to lay low because he doesn't want to kill Vegapunk. He doesn't want to be fighting Sentomaru. He doesn't want to do any of these things that he's been sent to Egghead to do, which he said on the panel. Luffy already told him, oh, you're here to kill Vegapunk, and my job is to stop you. And he literally says, well, it's not like I actually want to kill the guy. Like, he killed Vegapunk. Saturn told him to go past Sentomaru and complete the mission. He says, no, I'm not going to pass a man with resolve such as Sentomaru. Which is low-key a stall. You're just letting them buy for time. You going to stop Sentomaru is just letting them further get Vegapunk away. And you know that. You're an admiral. He literally took a shot at the Vega tank. Mm-hmm. And this is a guy who's able to be miles away at Marineford and pinpoint accuracy destroy a key for Sea Prison Stone handcuffs. And you're going to miss a whole Vega tank coming straight at you, B? They don't make no sense. You're an admiral. Make no sense. So I feel like personally, all the admirals, and not even just for the sake of being an admiral, I think every person in the position of an admiral, including Kuzan, has been given this state where they have to play. They have to play real. They have to walk on thin ice. Everyone is now getting the plot point Fujitora got in Dressrosa, where it's I don't want to do this, and I got to look for other means to get my job done.
Yeah.
For Dressrosa and Fujitora, it was Sabo. He told Sabo, listen, Sabo told him, you're a Navy admiral. You're supposed to be way stronger than this. You're supposed to be guns blazing right now. He said, listen, right now I'm placing a bet, a gambit, and my mission report will go fine as long as I say that I ran into you. It would make sense why I got stalled because I ran into the second hand of the Revolutionary Army, the chief of staff. So that's literally his excuse for this whole shit. You literally get to Kizaru and he gets hit one time. And the whole fandom was up in flames. Oh, Kaido took like 20 hits. Kizaru took one and he's done. He's not Kaido level. It can't happen. Blah blah blah. We know he got one tap, but it's not a real one tap. He wasn't even KO'd. He got hit. Lucci was KO'd, eyes white and everything. We saw what Luffy did to him. Luffy doing what he did to Kizaru. All Kizaru said was, "Yo, I can't feel my face. Big dog, I'm gonna sit down for 5. You got this."
Totally.
And it was cool. 2 chapters later, eased up, just sitting there chilling. And now we see that he's up, and he's defending, and he's helping Saturn and everything.
Yeah, he just attacked Frankie, huh?
Say it again.
He just attacked Frankie, huh?
Yeah, exactly. He just attacked Frankie. Fact.
I ain't gonna lie, that radical bring Frankie put in that nigga. I was like, damn, he let that bitch loose. He ain't had that regeneration shit, nigga. That would have put some damage on you.
Bless you, mama. But yeah, man, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally to that point now where now we see. I don't like it because I was just having this conversation with my guy Blue, and I was telling him how the Yonko, for portrayal points, the Yonko are above the Admirals right now. And I do mean that. They're just above Admirals right now. Every time we get an Admiral showcasing his strength, there's something holding him back, which should be given credit to him. But at the same time, every time we hear about Yonko, they're this whole brute force. The Navy has to amass all its forces plus the warlords just to match Whitebeard. Then you got Kaido and you got Big Mom Lions, and they're acting like it's the end of the Navy's acting like it's the end of the world, and Rock's just coming back. Shanks pulls up every time Shanks pulls up on scene. The Admiral bows. Listen, Green Bull, fall back. Yeah. Darwin film red. All right, we gonna chill out. Sengoku, okay, because it's you, I'm a back down. You feel me? Even Akainu had to be cool with it. No matter what it is, the Admirals always get these snubs compared to what the Yonkos get. The Yonko get this overwhelming sense of, oh, he's him. Oda put in a statement before. He said his original plans for Marineford was for Blackbeard to clean house. He wanted Blackbeard to take out all 3 OG admirals. So I had to think that the OG admiral saying shit to Blackbeard now when the guy was already gonna write it in that they was ass anyways. Well, to Blackbeard, they not ass overall, just to Blackbeard. But that's all. That's my whole point in saying. So I do believe right now the admirals they're not the villains, but they're the people focused on for this final saga. They seem to be conflicted. The Navy might go through some type of reform or whatever the case may be. But what's that again?
They already have sword. Kobe's unit.
Yeah, we got sword, but that's for different. That's means for a different function. Sword just for like blitzkrieg operations against the pirates. Like because no pirate can actually make a move against like a Yonko. If Yonko and he pulls up on the 2 of y'all and none of y'all got the clearance to deal with him, he gets to just do whatever the hell he wants. Just like how it almost happened on Hachinosu. It will take somebody with true heart to stand and be like, yo, listen, blah, 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 blah. And then we find out later Kobe's sword. So it makes sense because they could just cut ties. If Kobe is defying orders, they could just cut ties on Kobe and say, well, he was acting on his own. What he did was not us inciting war on a Yonko. That was a Navy officer acting of his own volition who wasn't actually a Navy officer anymore because he's already turned in his recognition papers. So whatever you deal with him is with him.
Yeah. We don't fuck with that nigga.
It's on his plot line right now, but we gonna keep it pushing because it's a little uncanny.
What you think about the Buster call that's coming this way? You think that has like gravity to the situation, or it doesn't matter at all?
It's gravity, but it's unnecessary gravity. I don't want to call it bad writing. I'm gonna wait till Oda pen it out more. But we dealt with 2 Buster calls post time skip. I'm not worried about a Buster call right now. Not at all. Any lobby we dealt with a Buster call. Like it doesn't scare me in the slightest, you know. A Buster call, I don't think the Straw Hats. This is what I think. I think it's either gonna come down to I do think somebody's pulling up. Don't know who it is yet still, but somebody's definitely gonna pull up. There's always someone pulling up. There's someone gonna pull up, whether it's the help or the not help. Someone's gonna pull up. And regardless of the pull up now, there's always some type of contingency that seems to be going in for things. And Saturn seems to be wanting to take things all the way up. It's up for him. Like he got punched, he not going for nothing.
Yeah.
He not punched, he not going for nothing, right? And the thing is about it, Punk Records, they don't want to destroy it, but now that he's gotten punched, he seems to want to destroy it. I don't think Buster Call is going to be enough. I really just don't think it is. I want to see if he's going to end up pulling out that weapon again.
Wow, he's there?
They doing a Buster Call while he's there.
Yeah, but you know, he can
just get off the island, and when he does, this is our thing. Punk Records is either going to become Luffy's terror. I'm still on this whole Grand Fleet thing and
not running, not 10 toes shit.
Yeah, I'm still there with it. I really am still there with it. I just don't know to what means is it gonna end. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is it gonna take to actually end this whole conflict? Because it's supposed to be some big major incident. This is a major incident, but something has to happen for the world to get to know about it. I don't think the world knows about anything going on right now. We still need something to hit it with a wow. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna wait and see. But I would like to see if the Mother Flame's gonna be put to use again.
So when I first seen they were doing a Buster Call, I thought it was kind of unnecessary, but I figured Oda really had no choice because if you think about it, any celestial dragon get hands put on them, automatic Buster Call, no matter who it is. When the small Navy niggas seen Saturn get like knocked the fuck out, and it was like, oh my, a slave knocked out somebody of his ilk. Oh no, we gotta bring the peep. No, it's like forbidden. This is taboo to happen. So I was like,
bro, facts.
We damn near gotta do it because So personally, I do think the elders. I don't know if they're immortal, but I think they've been living like hundreds of years. So
because of their fruits.
A lot of crazy theories in the air
fruits.
about these guys, man.
Most definitely because of their fruits.
And that was gonna be my next question. I was gonna be like, what y'all think Saturn's downfall gonna be like? What is his weakness? How is he gonna be?
That's a great fucking question. I haven't even been thinking about that. Just keep regenerating.
You mean his downfall? Like, what's gonna be the specific reason he goes down, or you mean like what's his overall downfall?
Like, I'm talking about in battle. Well, you can bring that up too. Like, what's gonna be his downfall, or like?
Yeah, his overall downfall. All the celestial dragons, they just underestimate humans. Yeah. That's an anime logic. Every anime is always somebody thinking they're better than everybody else, and then they underestimate what it is, and then they get duped. But due to battle, I think it's definitely gonna be Nika. I'm waiting for him to pull up. You know what I'm saying? The Nika man.
Yeah, I'm thinking about like how Luffy's
Year 5 form of Joy Boy. You feel me?
He is about to like, because if you think about it, they both damn near like can't take damage. So how's that fight just gonna go?
Nah, Duke can take damage. I think he can take damage. It's to what means, because I do think if Bajron gun his ass, like he ain't gonna just regenerate. I do think he gonna. If he does, he gonna do it like 30 minutes slower, something. You know what I'm saying? Because there has to be some means to an end.
You don't think it's on no bullshit.
Yeah, we gotta see what's going on. And the one ability we haven't seen in active yet against these niggas is coding. So Conquer's coding is supposed to be something to upset all of what we know is. It's the black flash on One Piece. So it got, you know what I'm saying? So I do want to see what happens. I do think. What do you think Saturn? Okay, what do you think about Saturn? In all.
Also, I was reading, bro, in the chat. He say if Saturn uses a devil fruit to heal, or he is a demon, either way, BB's darkness and nullified devil abilities. Saturn's healing is done for.
Well, if you got, I just thought about if he a devil fruit user, he can't be in the ocean. So shit, that'd be one way to get him. There's always one way.
Yeah, bro for sure got a devil fruit. So my view of Saturn so far has been, after I got the backstory with him and Kuma, it's been like pure villain. And I've been like, damn, it's just nothing but like evil in this nigga. But prior to this, like shit, pre-time skip, all them old niggas in the same room, I'm thinking they on some looking after the world shit, but by our standards, by our POV of it, what we think is right. I wouldn't have thought he was this evil, my fault, from early One Piece. So it's crazy to even just think how long we had to wait to get this perception of Saturn. Like this is some unboxing shit. Imagine getting a present 20 years ago and now you can open it.
One Piece is finally where it needs to be. Like I saw a lot of people complaining because they put Egghead is on Netflix.
I've been watching.
Yeah,
I've been watching too.
I've been mad at that. They're like, oh, how you just gonna skip all that and then get to this, blah, blah, blah. People forget what Oda said 2 years ago in Jump Festa. He said, I've been waiting this long for this story to get here. If you're not a One Piece fan, you're now coming into the story. He doesn't care if you start the story from right here. Because this is the story he's been waiting to write this whole time. Everything we got, everything that took us to get all the way past Wano, because the whole story was progressing to set up Wano. Smoker was talking about Sea Prison Stone and where he got it from in Alabasta. Talking about I got it from an island on the Grand Line. Wano. That's where they make all this shit. We get Thriller Bark. We get Ryuma. Wano. Like everything is just preaching Wano until we get there. Now that we got past Wano, the story, like if you were just watching One Piece and you didn't know nothing about the background or whatever, and you're looking at this, you're supposed to just enjoy this. Now, if you want to go and look up if you're watching like you're into episode like 10 of Egghead, and you're like, yo, this shit is saucy and so amazing. How did we get here? Who are these guys? Then yes, you got mad origin information you could go look up. But the story is where he wants it to be. Yeah. Oda planned One Piece after Marineford. He wanted Marineford to be bigger with higher stakes, but he couldn't because it was too soon. So he spent time giving the story all this extra sauce so that when we get past this and now we got Luffy in the position of a Whitebeard and now he can actually have his own Marineford type of stuff go down, which is why he wants to draw the biggest war in anime, then yeah, now we're where we need to be for the show. So I feel like right now it's like high stakes. Cause I just sitting down watching One Piece with somebody, and they're not into it like the way I'm into it, but they're watching it and they're watching Egghead, and they're like, yo, they're watching the whole Lucian shit go down. They're like, yo, like another person walks in, they're like, yo, this is some serious shit going on. Is this the same anime? And somebody was like, yo, what is this, AOT? I'm like, we're getting AOT comparisons.
Yeah.
Because the epic of proportion is the way it's going down, bro, is just crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's catastrophic. He destroyed a whole city. Civilization has a hole in the ocean. It's not getting filled up. It just looks creepy. Emu look like ET. Like it's ridiculous. So and then the goof is with the crew that goes down. So it's a dope aesthetic and all, but I think One Piece is at that echelon right now where it's just can't do no wrong, you know.
Hey, you think Emu got a face under that silhouette, or it's just that's Emu? That's all we gonna get.
No, I do think there's a face under the silhouette, but somebody told me that it looked a lot like somebody pulled up a picture of ET and pulled up a picture of Emu, and it's the finger thing that got me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, with the
E finger, bro. Like, I don't know what Oda doing, but I think Oda just hinting that the celestial dragons they don't originate, or Emu might not originate from this planet. I don't think Emu's body is Emu's body though. But yeah, Emu it doesn't originate from this planet, so it might be some some alien shit going down, possibly.
So you on the theory that the Straw Hats going into space?
Oh, I've been thinking the Straw Hats is going to the moon. Either they go or the moon got to come to us, and they'll doing too much.
The moon coming to us.
Yeah, one of the two. Yeah, and they'll doing too much up there. He like in his cover story, they're looking for his crazy power source right now. And I told people already, I don't think I got it solved, but the answer could just be Enel. He literally went up to the moon, found like a dead factory, and powered the whole thing with his ability. His fruit is a power source. That's legit what it is. It's electricity itself. So, and they're powering the whole. A more sustaining form of heat is electricity because you have fire. But fire is what they're powering the island of Egghead with right now. But that's not a forever thing for them. I don't know if electricity is more of a forever thing or not, but I know it's for managing and sustaining energy. Electricity is way more valid than just fire itself, and better form of heat. And if they're already using this island to be powered by flame, the island's already being powered by flames, then what do I think someone like Enel does? You know, like I feel like that's literally power source itself. So we should go to the moon to find out what's going on. We gotta find out what's going on with this whole Burka stuff, where these people came from, all this other stuff. Like all this, Enel knows it, but that's just Enel. And if Enel comes back into the story, there has to be some type of way to bring him back into the story. Yeah. So hopefully his moon stuff is one way to do it. We also still got Yaruj, one of the worst gen that they haven't gone over. In fact, the final worst gen that they haven't gone over. He's from Burka. He has the wings. I used to think that he might have been like Enel's missing priest because he's the Sky Pia. He has 4 priests, and when he does his whole tournament, he wants to take 5 people with him to the Endless Vars. Emu is Enel. Enel has the god complex like Emu. Then you got the 5 priests. You got the 5 Gorosei. Well, there's not the 5 priests. It was 4 priests, but he wanted to take 5 people with him. There was 5 Gorosei. So I'm paralleling that to Enel. He needed a 5th man. Yaruj could have been his 5th man and probably said, fuck this nigga because he's crazy, or just dipped out on him or something like that. But the point is, there's got to be some way to bring that plot point back around. So I want to say we going to the moon, but I don't know if it's definite. And with all the technology on Egghead, it seemed like rocket science and all that shit. So it screams moon.
Mm. Is it any of y'all that think you got something to say? What you about to say?
I think the final poneglyph may be on the moon. That's the way they can tie it.
You said the final poneglyph?
Because nobody knows where is it. Nobody knows where the final poneglyph is.
Okay, that's an interesting take. I ain't hear that one yet. Okay, I like that though. The final poneglyph could be on the moon. I do think a poneglyph is on the moon. If it's a red one, I don't know. Okay, it could be a blue one. I do think they came down and it was from what we saw with Enel. It seemed to be they ran out of resources and came to the blue planet. So I do think there's a lot of we already see like the hieroglyphics going on up there. So it's not too crazy to think that a poneglyph is up there. How you think we get in there?
That's exactly. I feel like
We got Vegapunk
and Frankie.
and Frankie.
Shit.
We got Therese. We got the brain.
He
We got the
could. He
resources.
could go now.
Yeah, that's valid. That's very valid. I think if we go there, it might be what's the island called? Lodestar. If we do go to Lodestar, that's where we're gonna head because you got to get to Lodestar before we go to Laughtail. Lodestar is the final island before the log post goes crazy. And you got to use the 4-row poneglyphs to actually direct the rest of the way. So it could be on Lodestar. That's valid.
No, that makes sense. That's Wait, so are any of y'all under the belief that Emu was a woman? Lilith from Queen from Alabama.
Oh, that's my current thought right now. I think Lilith got. I think because Doflamingo did the same thing. He had 4 followers paralleling Emu again, just like Enel. Because that's what Dressrosa was, a whole celestial dragon play out. I do think I'm gonna address that in a second, Blue. Hold up. Where's my thoughts at? Yeah, Doflamingo. I do think it could be one of those situations where damn, what were we talking about 2 seconds ago on my phone? My mind just went blank as hell.
Oh, we was talking about Emu being Lilith.
From the Alabaster Kingdom.
Okay, yeah. I do think Doflamingo, he was planning to do the same thing in a sense, where he wanted 5 followers, but he had 4. He had 5, but his brother was op. His brother was his op. And if Corazon would have been right, he had Corazon. He planned for Corazon to eat Law's fruit, the body manipulation thing. I mean the surgery thing or whatever the case may be. I do think whoever did it switched the body of Emu and Lilith or whatever the case may be, or switched the personalities of the two from the bodies with that technique that Law has. Yeah. And that would be how they're he's in existence right now as Emu. So I think he has the body, but it's definitely still a man though. But it just has a female body. Kind of like the opposite, or exactly what Yamato was trying to be. And Oda whole social contract thing, social constructs. Oda like those.
So what's your thoughts for the next chapter?
My thoughts without spoiling, or my thoughts like you got. I ain't gonna lie. I'm spoil mode. Like I'm like the shit that I'm reading here is already looking kind of. It's not looking crazy. It's not too much information, but it's like there's like one pieces, pop pointers that got me like, okay, I kind of been chatting about this. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, drop what you've been hearing there.
All right, so Jinbei just went to go break up Zoro and Lucci.
I was wondering. Okay, I forgot he was still doing that. All right.
Yeah, in the middle of the day, because they can't be fighting and they can't just be scrapping in the middle of a buster call. So somebody went to go let them know, hey, there's a buster call going. So either finish the fight or just call it off and do this again another time. I wanted to fight, Zoro with the leopard mink going to Elbaf. I'm still on that timing.
Okay. Oh, you said wait, who going to Elbaf next?
The crew going to Elbaf, but I want Zoro to be wearing a leopard mink when we go to Elbaf. Skin the cat. In the cat.
Yeah, I figured that fight would have been over by now. I thought Zoro would put him in a pack.
Lucci is like that. Come on. He's not like that for Luffy because Luffy's the main character. Of course he's gonna be, but he's like that. This is the man who gave us the best fight in One Piece pre-time. We cannot expect him like he's a cooker. Stop playing. He's a cooker, man. He's a weak.
Oh shit! I think that nigga Zoro was him too though.
Nah, Zoro's definitely him.
So it's like it's not a lot of niggas that could have did what he did on that rooftop.
Means Zoro is supposed to be probably he's supposed to be headed towards being one of the top first commanders, top right hands, right? So this looks good for Lucci because if he couldn't beat Zoro, but Zoro couldn't beat him, and Zoro's he's supposed to end up like top 3 commanders or top 5. You could call him top 5 commanders now. He's supposed to be top 3, top 1 by the time this ends, and you don't get to close it off with Lucci. I mean, with Lucci, that's good for Lucci because when you look at most of the right hand men, Sabo, Marco, Ben Beckman, these are people with admiral feats. Zoro. The only person that bothered Zoro the whole post-time skip until he fought King was Fujitora. So these are people with admiral feats. And a lot of people have been saying, you see what you was doing just 2 seconds ago? A lot of people have been doing that. They be shitting on Lucci. But if he got feats in the line, in the realm of people who got feats with admirals, that don't make him look too bad, man. That's how I feel. Like it's not saying that he's admiral level, but what he said that to Zoro. He said, yo, now that Kizaru's here, we gonna take care of business. We just see Kizaru's good, and you not on Luffy's level. You know, you're not a Yonko contender no more. You contending with the right hands. That's what it is now, Lucci. So I think it's cool that he gets that feat. It would have been I think it would have been bad if Zoro did beat him. Outright. It didn't need to be something shown on panel, and I don't know if they're going to show it. If they did show it, I would want it to be shown in chapter 11:11. That's Zoro's birthday. But yeah, you never know.
Speaking of this nigga Kizaru, is there any spoilers of him and what he's about to do? The remainder of this
currently attacking. Like, remember you said they're heading the Labo phase with Kuma? I think he's currently trying to stop them.
Stop them or stop them?
That part. I think Sanji. I want to see Sanji like stop him. I just want to see give Sanji some feats now. Like, let me see Sanji stop him. If Sanji doesn't stop him, Frankie need to pull out them light gloves and do some good old Frankie boxing. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, Sanji had a nice feat. This chapter when he pulled up on Saturn and stopped him from killing Kuma.
Stop the little kick.
That's what all right, nigga. All right, shit, get with this nigga.
Listen, the kick is alright, man. Ain't nothing crazy. It's just a little kick. Zoro out here. Look, Zoro out here stopping Yonko attacks. Like, come on. You see what I'm saying?
So,
like,
all right, who ranked? So, how strong are the elders in your eyes? Are they Yonko level or are they Admiral level?
They're around that realm. But it wasn't like, watch this. If it was a Conquered coded Saturn's attack, all right, Sanji's Timothy, facts.
All right, for sure.
Ain't nothing off of. He over here taking damage from Frankie. Like, come on, man. I can't stress that right now. The radical beam's a hack, but I'm not on that level where I love Frankie so much where he should be doing Zoro shit. I don't. It's not working for me. So if he's able to do that to Saturn and Saturn can just heal from it, that's cool too. But I gotta see. Like, watch this. If Sanji faces Kizaru, Sanji can't get a feat and then you give a feat to Frankie right behind it. You can't do that. And the feat has to stand alone. Like when Zoro stopped the combined Yonko attack, it had to be Zoro and only Zoro. Nobody else could do it.
That nigga could do that shit.
It got that. If it's not like that, it's just gonna be more trolling on Twitter for Zoro fans towards Sanji fans, and it's just starting a war all over again.
I feel that. You got any guesses for what you about to see next chapter?
I read it.
Good pen. Okay. What about you?
I see. What happened to Kuma's body?
I hurt myself.
But having Kizaru stay on the island. I mean, they could stay on the island too, because he can't die technically. So, and that's another thing I wonder if they were to call the island, or if they were to do like the mother flame thing to the island.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's always made a light, so he's not worried about whatever happened. Saturn seems to he spawns up from that little Full Metal Alchemist transmutation shit. So can't he just warp the fuck back out of there and go wherever the fuck he came from? Like, you don't gotta actually take damage from the Buster Call or from the Mother Flame thing. So I just want to see if they're gonna use Mother Flame.
So I wouldn't like that because I feel like this is the first time we're getting to see an elder fight and I feel like that's a bitch move. Like you can't run, and this your fight.
But he is a bitch though. Like
You gotta build that.
oh, that makes sense. He a bitch. I'm not even just saying. He literally a bitch. Like look what he did. He is proof in the pudding. Then he can't even. I don't know. Son is just a bitch. I'll be real with you.
Man, if you start this fight, then start getting hands put on you, then call in a mother flame and dip, that's some real bitch shit. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what he did. Listen, he already played. As soon as he took one solid. As soon as he took one, all right. They're insects. They all gotta die now. Initiate.
That nigga said they was infested. Damn.
Like oh, so they're infested because they hit because you took some contact. Come on, guy. You know.
Yeah, that's damn near like when Thanos causing a ruckus, then he started getting fucked up by the Scarlet Witch and started crying for what the nigga say? Let it rain hellfire.
Yeah.
He said, shoot that shit now. I'm getting handled.
Facts, that part.
Yeah.
In the spoilers, there is someone pulling up. A lot of people say that it's Blackbeard, but the interesting is we already had Blackbeard pulling up earlier, and the flag that's being flown is not the same flag. They didn't show the complete flag, though. It's like silhouetted out. It's like a black flag and some writing on it. But we don't know what the writing is. Some people on Twitter try to make out what it says, and it seems to look like a black Marine flag. I don't want it to be a black Marine flag. If it's a black Marine flag, that means an abundance of things.
A black Marine flag.
Where have we seen a black Marine flag before?
Shit, where?
Come on, man. Use your head.
It's not Smoker, is it? I hope Smoker's not here.
Smoker might deal with them niggas. Nah, it might not be so.
He don't need to be nowhere near here. We doing some real nigga shit over here right now. I don't want him to get hurt.
I'll give you one hint. It's a movie.
Yeah, One Piece got a few movies.
A black Marine flag.
A black Marine flag.
One movie.
I just watched the one right
Oh, I know he's not about to. Well, go ahead. You say what you was about to say.
Yeah, you figured it out. Look at your face. You figured it out already. Look at you. I can tell.
What's that nigga name? Strong ass nigga they fought.
with the 4 legs.
No, not Shiki. The nigga, I think his armament hockey was purple. It was like
it was purple, but yeah, you can say it was okay. Yeah, his hair was purple.
Oh, okay.
That's the last hint I'm giving.
You know what movie you talking about?
Come on, you guys suck.
I think it said his hair was purple. Nah, what's the name of the movie?
Film Z.
Bro, I was gonna say that first.
Cause what's the niggas?
The Neo Marines with Zeph.
That's his name, Zeph? Oh
yeah, Zeph. Remember the whole arm, and he was busting Karu ass in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah. Cause I was picturing the nigga, and I was like, I can't think of the title.
We went to the movies to go see that shit.
He has a black Marine flag. They're called the Neo Marines, the New Marines.
But see, it's little details like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So you think it's about to be on that gravitude of?
I don't want it to be that, because that's adding a whole nother force.
Yeah, we doing some shit right now.
That's a whole, like, now I got the Revs, Cypher Pole, World Government, the Navy. The Yonkos are still a thing. Cross Guild is now, like, for real a thing. And now you add in, we already got the man mark by Flames. And he's supposed to be a whole thing, too, which might be the Revs, might not be. But then they ain't going to give me the Neo Marines, too. I mean, that makes the whole movie canon, though.
Like, who's the man marked by Flames?
Yeah, I still don't know. At first I did, but a lot of people are telling me it's not Sabo. But Dragon knows.
It could be. It could be Sabo. It could be like the Revolutionary Army in a whole, and not just one specific person.
Yeah.
But it could also be Man Marked by Flames. It could be a few people. It could be Deuce, Ace's old boy, right hand man. It could be the former warlord that Ace beat. Because we did get to see that Ace beat a whole nother warlord besides fighting Jinbei. He fought another warlord and won outright.
Right.
And if Ace won, you could argue that person is burned up and could be marked by flames. It could be Saul. A lot of people just go towards Saul being the man marked by flames.
Yeah, I heard.
That's his answer, but it's not the one I want it to be neither. But I'm not mad at it. Another movie theory it could be besides it being because Zed could also be the man marked by flames.
In what way?
I'm talking about from Film Z with all this stuff being talked about him. It could be that. It depends on his shit and all that too. But I would also say that it could be it could be Bullet. Bullet's another person that could be. He has this big ass flame burn scar, and he in the movie Stampede. The whole movie was about the poneglyph. The log post to Laugh Tale, which is something about. Which they said the man marked by flames has a connection to the One Piece. If it was the log pose, and they did release movie information saying that the log pose itself was canon. The movie Stampede is not canon, besides the portrayal feats of like power scale and shit. But as far as the details in the movie, the log pose itself in Stampede is canon.
Mm-hmm.
That could mean this. That could be this. You get what I'm saying? I don't want it to be that though. I did think that if Kid was looking for the man marked by flames, he found Bullet could train him because they seem to have a lot personality wise and all that. But
that would be a good way to revive his character. I fuck with that.
You think it's dead?
I think he's just taking a hiatus. Yes.
I think Kid's out of the race for the One Piece. He could possibly rejoin it, but I wouldn't want him to. I think he's gonna get saved by his shit.
I think he's gonna snake Luffy out of jealousy.
You think so? I think we kind of passed that, but it could go that way.
Nah, well, especially once you feel like he's kind of like
losing.
Because Kid really hates Shanks.
Oh yeah,
Shanks loves Luffy.
That hit in it though.
Luffy loves Shanks.
Kid
really don't like
Shanks too. So that's what I don't know if you gonna pick Goofy. Wait, what?
Say that one more time. It could also be Katakuri. Big Mom is dead, so maybe they're flying a new flag. Katakuri come to Egghead. For what purpose, though?
I don't. Blue, we talked about this. I do not want it to be Katakuri pulling up to Egghead. It's way too soon for his block point. He don't come in until he doesn't need to pull up until Shanks is already engaging Blackbeard. Because what we got from Film Red portrayal wise, it tells us that Katakuri is going to ally himself with Shanks. Katakuri believes in his family. He risks it all for his family. Blackbeard has his sister. Blackbeard is going to engage Shanks in the middle of the. I have Katakuri up and either using Shanks as a decoy to go get his sister, or he's going to join Shanks, because in the movie Shanks was like, "Yo, thank you, Katakuri, for coming in and assisting us in this whole dilemma, blah, blah, blah." So to me, that seemed really poetic for the two of them joining forces and Katakuri being respected by another Yonko. Because Big Mom's gone and you have someone like Katakuri taking over, and Shanks is the one giving light and acknowledging and showing that Katakuri's him, then that's implication for saying Katakuri runs that shit now. And if they are to see someone that takes his position, it should be Katakuri. But yeah, I think Katakuri's gonna show up and help Shanks in the thing with Blackbeard. Like probably when Blackbeard does Shanks dirty, maybe Katakuri's the way they get away or something. Who knows? But Film Red tied Shanks and Red Hair Pirates in together. So I'm gonna keep them together as of right now for my theory crafted.
So do you think Katakuri, Shanks, and Luffy would all be together, or these are like staggering times they're linked up?
Staggering times.
Okay.
Shanks and I think Shanks didn't meet up with Luffy yet because Luffy's still not ready yet.
Okay.
He became a fifth Yonko. He said he wasn't ready. He became a Yonko. Everybody's like, "Oh yeah, he's ready. No, he's still not ready." Shanks right now carries the reins of being top one in One Piece. So when he gets out, the main character needs to be there. Like, not there in body, but there in spirit, as like need to be fully on his level. Because now when Katakuri, it's just like the Gojo shit. That's the problem with JJK. When Gojo was gone, there wasn't no one really holding that shit down. You get what I'm saying? Like there was nobody exacting fear into the cursed spirits. Now I'm not gonna go too much off the JJK lines, But going back to One Piece, you take Shanks out the picture, you're kind of eliminating. Shanks is someone who keeps the peace. So you take away the peacekeeper, it's like, oh shit, that's kind of bad. You get what I'm saying? So Luffy has to actually be at top 1 capabilities by the time he meets Shanks. And he don't get there until we get some more growth, which is why we're going through Egghead right now. After fighting with Gorosei, after fighting Kizaru, after fighting Lucci, I could say my boy's going to go through some good growth.
We gotta explore Gear 5. Some more.
Say that again.
So we still gotta explore the extents of Gear 5.
Oh, facts. Shit, I'm waiting on this to get to Egghead. I think it's a bunch of dope ass theories out right now. I know at least probably like 2 out of the 5 spoilers you sent probably gonna hit. That's usually how the list go when I see it on Twitter. You got any final thoughts before we close out?
No.
Blue, you're a menace.
Type shit. Well, yeah, man. It's always good to talk to you. Have you on for a One Piece holiday. You know damn well you're always welcome on the channel.
Yes, sir.
We gonna link up some more because we got that we got an interview with that cosplayer I was telling you about coming up soon. I gotta hit you with the details on that shit. Fuck yeah. So yeah, let us know in the comment section what y'all think about One Piece 1104. If it was as amazing for y'all as it was for me. Till next time, peace. Just Vinny.